ever! They finally put leaderboards in Infinite Warfare! Coda, can you believe it? That's right, guys. Today, on the 28th of January, 2017, nearly 3 months after the release of the game, we finally have leaderboards in Infinite Warfare. Now, I don't think this is really that big of a deal overall. Like, I don't think people care that much about leaderboards. It was more about the idea that something that's always been in Call of Duty every single year for the past decade wasn't in the game from the start, and just kind of like why all these weird things are missing and why are they adding in all this new stuff when they haven't even fixed the base version of the game and stuff like that. So at least now we can finally lay it to rest. But let's talk about something a little bit more important in this video. Okay, so I'm sure some of you guys have heard about this already. It was actually leaked a couple of days ago by a Reddit user who was digging into the PC files of the game. But last night, Void Glitch, who I'll link down in the description, went through and did a little bit better job. He was a little bit more thorough, laid things out more nicely, and now we have all the info that we need to know. Basically, what's going on is Scorestreak Variants are coming to Infinite Warfare. This is going to be a big new feature introduced to the game. Now, it's not officially confirmed yet, but it's found in the code files of the game, so it's definitely going to be coming at some point or another. Now, we've actually seen something similar to this in the past. If you guys remember, in Advanced Warfare, a lot of the score streaks in that game had these things called modules, which were basically these customization options where you could add on good traits to your score streaks that made them a little bit better, but with each one you added, it was going to take more score to be able to earn. So you had that trade-off. It was making it better, but it was also making it worse at the same time. And it appears that that's the same idea with these Scorestreak variants. Each one of them, which we'll talk about here in a second, has some sort of a positive trait that you would want, but you have to trade off something else in return to be able to get that. So it's not like these things are going to be super, super overpowered, at least from what we can see right now. So, you know, on a base level, I don't see anything wrong with this. Like, you know, more customization is usually a good thing as long as it's not too crazy, but people like to be able to customize things the way they play, and I don't think there's anything inherently bad with this. Now, let's talk about how these things are earned. So I'll give you guys one guess as to the first way these things are earned. That's right, through supply drops. Now, I just said a forbidden word. I'm sorry. I'm just reporting on this. Please don't, you know, freak out and thumbs down the video and stuff like that, because that's what people always do. I'm just letting you know, yes, they are going to be earned through supply drops, but there is another way to earn them as well. And honestly, I was kind of surprised by this. Like, I thought this was just going to be another one of those things where they add cool things into the game, put them behind the supply drops, and be like, haha, you got to buy COD points now, suckers. But they're going to allow us to be able to buy these things with straight up salvage. So the rare variants are going to cost 500 salvage, the legendary variants are going to cost 1,000 salvage, and then the epic variants are going to cost 2,000 salvage. So at least they did that. I'm not saying it makes everything okay, because this still doesn't feel like an organic type of thing. We'll talk about that at the end of the video, but at least they didn't completely hang us out to dry here. So let's talk about these variants that we're getting. So there are going to be 4 streaks in the game that have variants added. There could be more added in later, but right now we know about 4. So for the UAV, you're getting the charged UAV, which increases the duration, but you have less health on it. Armored takes additional explosives, but it's got a lower duration. And then Optimized has increased assist points, but it's got a higher cost, so it's going to take more score to be able to earn. Next up, we've got the Scarab Frostbite, has increased freeze, but less damage. So if you guys don't know, when you blow up the Scarab, it has an explosion, which is the killing apparatus, but it's also got a freezing factor. So this isn't going to kill people from as far away, but it's going to freeze them for longer, which is kind of interesting. Turbo has increased speed and lower duration, and then Stealth has lower sound, but it moves slower. Next up, we've got these Scorchers, everybody's favorite. These things are way crazy already. But Scorchers have precision where all planes strike at 1 point, but they come in at 1 at a time. So you choose 1 point on the map, and then they come in and do 3 strikes. Next up, you've got Haste for increased speed of the Scorchers, which I don't think was ever necessary, but it gives them a higher cost. And then finally, you've got Tactical, which is a split strike where you can choose where each of the Scorchers individually hits, which is kind of nice. So it's like an artillery strike of some sort, and then they come in one at a time. So that actually sounds pretty good, that tactical Scorchers. And then finally, we've got the Warden Trophy, which has an extra flare but lower duration. Warden Energy, which has high output energy weapon, but the rear turret no longer functions. And then finally, the Warden Fortress, which is heavily armored, so it takes a lot more shots and rockets, but it moves slower and the front turret doesn't work. So that's what we have so far. Like I said, there could be more, but you know, just looking at that, obviously we haven't seen it, we don't see the stats behind it and stuff like that, but if it stays true to that, it does look like each one of these has a cool upside, but also a downside that keeps it even. So I hope that it's not something that if you open up a bunch of supply drops and get some of these things, or spend a bunch of salvage and get some of these things, you're going to have better score streaks than other people. I hope it truly does stay balanced. We're going to have to keep our finger crossed there. But it just, I don't know, man. Like I said, this isn't like an inherently bad idea. Like I think this is cool. I like score streak customization. It doesn't feel like it's coming from a point of trying to make the game better. It really doesn't. Like lately, like with the 600 item update and everything else they're throwing it as the supply drop rotation, it feels like they're trying to do everything they can to squeeze every single penny out of this community through the supply drop system. They know the sales didn't really do that well this year, so they're trying to just throw everything they can at us in an attempt to get us to spam supply drops. And I don't like that feeling. Like something about it's rubbing me the wrong way. At least that's how I feel about it. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I'll let you guys know when we hear more about this. If we get an actual like release date for these things, we'll probably check them out when they come out, and I'll let you guys know how I feel about them. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments. And hold up. All right, we're back on the face cam. So at the end of this video, I just wanted to ask you guys what you want to see from me, okay? So I'm completely open to, you know, opinions and criticisms and stuff like that. This is actually something I'll probably make a full video on, but obviously you guys can see, I mean, I've uploaded like 6 videos on this channel in the past month, and that just makes me really, really sad. But just with the state that the game's in and the state the community's in, it's zapped all the like creativity and care out of me. Like I'm having a really good time over on my second channel, Team Warden 2. If you guys don't know about that, I'm gonna link it down in the description. Make sure you guys check it out. We post like 5 videos a day over there, and it's all fun stuff across all different genres and varieties of games. I'm really, really enjoying that channel. But I miss making stuff on this channel. I miss being passionate. I miss having cool series and having you guys enjoy the videos and stuff like that. And I don't know, this year just seems really, really off, and I see tons and tons of other YouTubers going through the same thing. So if you guys have anything you'd like to see from me in terms of Call of Duty and stuff like that, please let me know. Obviously, I can't do like the normal tips and tricks and gun guide series and stuff on this game because so many people just sit there and complain all day long. So I don't know, I'm gonna start mixing some things up. I think we're gonna do more live com type stuff. I think I'm gonna go back and play on some old Call of Duties as well. 5KD challenge series could be kind of fun on IW, MWR, or even on old series. I don't know. I mean, we have some options. I definitely have some ideas, but I was just like, it's always good to reach out to you guys and get some opinions straight from you guys who are watching and supporting me, because I appreciate you guys so much. And it really makes me sad to see not only my channel, but just like the whole community kind of right now. So I don't know, we'll have to wait and see. Hopefully we start getting some news about the next Call of Duty coming out soon, and we can kind of start that like life cycle and kind of get back into it. But I don't know, let me know what you guys think. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm gonna catch you guys later. Peace out.